Okay, so um, let us have a review first for the structure of alkanes. Okay, so again, the general formula for alkanes is CnH2n. H2n plus 2. H2n plus 2. So, kung pila ka carbon atoms, saan ako ang N, mura naman U. So, kung pila ka carbon atoms, ang number of hydrogens in alkanes are double the number of carbon atoms plus 2 dayon. Okay? So, in this case, pila ni ka carbon atoms? We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, we have here the molecular formula for this structure is C9. Okay? And then, ang iyang hydrogen, so 9 here, 9 times 2 is equal to 18 plus 2, and that will be 20. So 20 ka hydrogens ang naaani nga structure. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then we have 20. Okay? 20 ka hydrogen if ang isa ka alkane na siya 9 ka buo carbon atoms. Okay? So, we have here different formulas of alkanes. So, this one is again, yan, this is what we call the molecular formula. Okay? Okay? So, this one here is what we call the expanded formula, in which we can see the bonding between the atoms of carbon and hydrogen. Um, this one naman at the center is what we call the condensed formula. Okay, so somehow we condense lang yung bond between kang carbon o kang hydrogen. Okay, you see for example, CH3 here is maunin siya. Okay, so kini nga carbon here is na itulok ka hydrogen nga naka-attach sa iya ha. That is why it is written there as CH3. Okay, this one is this one here. Okay, CH here, kay kini nga carbon isa lang ka hydrogen ang naka-attach sa iya, si hydrogen number 3 here. And then na ay carbon na naka-attach yung taas because this one here. Then kini nga carbon na itulok ka hydrogen, that is why CH3 here. Okay, the same with the rest here. Okay, so in the condensed formula, wala na nato gina elaborate or gina-show yung bonding between the carbon and yung dash nga bond between the carbon at saka ni hydrogen. Okay? So the condensed formula could also be written as this one. Okay? Let's say for example, we have here CH3 CH, and then since can CH is mayroon siyang naka-attach niya another carbon, we will put it in a close and open parenthesis. So we have here CH3, and then we have here CH again. Okay, and then this CH is na ay CH2 at saka CH3 na naka-attach sa iya ha. So we'll put there CH2, and we have here CH3, and then sumpay na dayon natin eh. CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay, CH2, CH2, and then we have here CH3. So we can write the condensed formula of alkanes in this way or in this way. Here, taas. Okay? The next formula for alkanes is what we call the skeletal structure. This one. Yung parang zigzag lang, end sa line, at saka bending of the line. Okay? So the skeletal structure, also called the line angle structure, In this structure, carbon atoms are not symbolized with a capital C, yung symbol ng carbon atom, but represented by each end of a line or bend in a line. Okay? So each end of the line now in the skeletal structure represents one carbon atom. So this one here, end of the line, isa carbon atom, and then isa carbon atom. Because all of these are end of the line, right? So they represent one carbon atom, each end of the line. And also, every bend in the line also represents a carbon atom. For example, here na I bend. So this one here is a carbon atom. This one here is another carbon atom here, and here is another carbon atom also. This one is also another carbon atom. Okay? So in the skeletal structure, hydrogen atoms are not drawn if they are attached to a carbon. However, if lahi ng atoms ang naka-attach itong carbon, okay, we will write their element symbols. For example, oxygen yung naka-attach atong carbon or sulfur baka, we will write the symbol of oxygen or the sulfur. Okay? So that is the structure of alkanes. Okay. Let's say, for example, we have here the molecular formula of pentane C5H12. Okay. So if I am going to write the expanded formula of C5H12, so we have here 5 carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then we have here 12 ka hydrogen. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then we have here our 12 carbon. So this is now the expanded formula of C5H12 or pentane. Expanded formula. Okay, so again, the name for this one is pentane. So later on, we will discuss also on the system of naming for alkanes. Okay, and if you're going to write the condensed formula for C5H12, you can write it this way. So we have here C, kining a carbon here, first sa left, nasa tulo ka hydrogen. So we will write here CH3, the second na carbon, duha lang ka hydrogen, so CH2. Third, fourth nga carbon, also na ay tinagduha lang ka hydrogen, so CH2, CH2, and then the last carbon here, tulo ka hydrogen naka-bond sa iya, so we will write CH3. So this is now the condensed, okay, the condensed formula of C5H12. Okay, so basi matingala yung tiga section A na nagbalik ko din hiya because yung section B, diri mi nag-stop sa among last na meeting. Okay? And if you are going to write naman the skeletal structure of C5H12, again, in the skeletal structure, every end of the line at saka every bend sa line represents one carbon atom. So if we're going to draw the skeletal structure of C5H12 or pentane, it looks like this. Okay, 1, 2 carbon, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is now the skeletal, okay, the skeletal formula of C5H12. Okay, formula. Skeletal structure baga. Skeletal structure. Okay. So we have here pila ka carbon atoms. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So again, in the skeletal formula or the skeletal structure, there's no need for us to put the symbol of hydrogen because again, alkanes are hydrocarbons made up of carbon and hydrogen. So it represents only the carbon atoms in the structure. if we are going to use the skeletal formula or the skeletal structure. Okay? Another example, let's say for example, we have here um, this one. We have another structure. Um, C7, okay, okay, general formula, Cn H2n plus 2. So 7 times 2, 14. So yung hydrogen should have 16 hydrogen. 14, 7 times 2, 14 plus 2, that will be 16. Okay. Let's say for example, let's have straight chain lang muna tayo, straight chain. So we have 7 ka-carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. Okay? So, pila ka hydrogen here? 16, 1, 2, okay, ato lang utangan dapat. Una. Okay, 2 ka hydrogen, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay? So again, this is the expanded formula of C7H12. So if we're going to write naman, it's um, condensed na formula. So first na carbon natin ay tulo ka hydrogen. So we have your CH3. Okay? Yung second, padulong sa 6 na carbon na itinagduha ka mga hydrogen. So we have here CH2, ulong ka CH2. I'm sorry, 5 pala. CH2, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then last na yung CH3. Okay? So this is now the condensed formula of C7H16. Okay? Now if we're going to write its skeletal structure, again, every end at every bend of the line represents a carbon atom. So since we have 7 carbon atoms, so dapat natay 5 ka bend o yan, 2 ka end sa line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ito ang tarawan. Mahiwi. Okay, so we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is now the skeletal, okay, skeletal structure of C7H16. Structure. Okay, so naatay 7 ka carbon atoms. Carbon 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kinipod, carbon 1, carbon 2. Okay, let me erase that one. So this is carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4, 5, 6, and 7 here. This one, again, skeletal structure, every end, every benzyl line represents the carbon atom. So 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ano number nata? 7. Okay, ano ba ito? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So ito na erase ang last niya end. This one. Yeah. So that is now how you write the formula or structure of C7H12. So C7H16 rather. C7H16, if we call this one as heptane. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So, okay. So we are done with yung general na formula at saka structure ng alkanes. Let's proceed with the structural and constitutional isomers. Okay, ano ba yung isomers? Okay. So constitutional isomers have the same molecular formula. Okay, parehas lang ilang molecular formula. Again, C7 here, C7H16 is the molecular formula of heptane. C5H12 naman is the molecular formula of pentane. Okay? So, constitutional isomers, again, have the same molecular formula, but different ang spatial arrangements of the atoms in their molecules. Meaning, yung pagka-arrange sa ilang carbon atoms, lahi-lahi. Pero ang kadaghanon silang carbon atoms o hydrogen atoms, parehas na kadaghanon. Okay? So, hydrocarbons that have same molecular formula but different ang ilahang structure or spatial nga arrangement. Okay? So, a carbon atom has bonded to more than 2 carbon atoms. So, magkaroon ng constitutional isomer if a certain carbon atom will have 2 or more na bond with another carbon atoms. Okay? Let's say, for example, C4H10, okay? Yung C4H10 can be called as, or it will have a structure of normal na butane and then 2-methyl propane. Okay? So in organic chemistry, pag different yung structure ng hydrocarbons or yung organic compound natin, different yung structure niya, different pod ang iyahang pangalan. Bisan pa og parehas sila kadaghanon sa number of carbon atoms nila o silang hydrogens, as long as lahi ang arranging sa ilang carbon atoms or sa atoms nila, and then lahi ang iyang spatial arrangement. Okay? Pag lahi ang spatial arrangement, lahi ang structure sa carbon atoms, different nga name. Okay? So, C4H10 here can have 2 isomers, the N-butane at saka si 2-methyl propane. Okay? So, let's say for example, let's draw the structure of N-butane. Okay? So, yung molecular formula ni N-butane is C4H10. And then, yung molecular formula naman ni 2-methylpropane is also C4H10. Okay? So, we have here, for example, si N-butane. This is the structure of N-butane. So, upat ka carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 10 ka hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. So this is now N-butane or normal na butane. Okay? Ayan. So it has 4 carbons. We have here 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? Yan, pakimute na lang sa microphone. And then C4H10 can also have the structure of 2-methyl propane. Okay? So the structure of 2-methyl propane is like this one. We have here 1 ka-carbon, second na carbon, third na carbon, and then ang ika-fourth na carbon is here. Okay? So here, 2-methyl propane, ayan. Kindly mute yourself para dili na disturb. Okay? Alright. Alright. So here, this is 2-methyl propane. Okay? As you can see, 2-methyl propane, yan, ito spelling. Okay, 2-methyl propane also has 4 ka-carbon and then 10 ka-hydrogen. Ano naman na, prone. Prone nga pagkasulat. Okay, the same with N-butane, 2-methyl propane also has 4 ka-carbon. Okay, we have here 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then naabot siya 10 ka-hydrogen. So 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have here 9. 9 naman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Na ay kulang. This one here. Kini si carbon number 1. Dapat napan siya isa ka-hydrogen here. Ayan. Okay? So, we have here hydrogen number 10. Okay? So, as you can see here, okay, the same ang kadaghanon sa ilahang hydrogen. Si N-butane na apoy 10 ka-hydrogen. Okay? 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? Si 2-methylpropane na apoy 10 ka-hydrogen at saka 4 ka-carbon atoms. But, their structure and their name are different. Okay? The same yung molecular formula nila, pero different yung spatial arrangement ng mga atoms or yung different yung structure ng pagka-arrange ng mga atoms. Okay? So, we call these two as the isomers of C4H10. Again, isomers have the same number of carbon atoms and hydrogen atoms or the same yung molecular formula nila, pero different yung spatial arrangement silang atoms and different yung pangalan nila. Okay? So that is C4H10 na isomers. Okay? So let's have another example. Let's say for example, yung isomers ni C5H12. Okay? So sa C5H12, nasa 5 ka-carbon. We have here 1, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nasa 12 ka-hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay? Pwede ganyan yung structure ni C5H12. We call this one as N-pentane or simply pentane. Okay? Pwede po nga ang structure ni C5H12 could be like this. So we have here 1, 2 carbon, 3, 4, and then na ay ika-5 na carbon here. Okay? So 12 gapon yung hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then we have here 12. Okay? So the same na sila. This one, we call this one as 2-methylbutane. Okay? So si 2-methylbutane at saka si N-pentane, the same ra ilang kadaghanon sa carbon atoms na ay 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one here, 5 po yung carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay? Ang kadaghanon po silang hydrogen, the same na gyapon ang kadaghanon. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? Kinipod si 2-methylbutane, na po siya 12 ka-hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then this is the 12th one. Okay? So N-pentane and 2-methylbutane are different structures, different ilahang name, pero the same na gyapon ang ilahang molecular formula, meaning the same ang kadaghanon sa ilahang carbon atoms and hydrogen atoms. Okay? Another isomer of C5H12 is this one. Okay? Tulo ka carbon here. 1, 2, 3. And then we have here, kaupat. Here, kalima. Ito asang i-move. Okay. Yan. Move ta pasaka. Okay, well, apiki gamay. Okay. So we have here 1, 2, yan. Same. Lima gyapon ka carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 center. And ilang hydrogen is also 12. Okay, each carbon na ay tinagtulo ka hydrogen. Okay? So each carbon na ay tinagtulo ka hydrogen except sa center na carbon. Okay? So 12 na ka hydrogen tanan. And we name this one as 2,2-dimethyl propane. Okay? Mamaya, later on, we will discuss on how to name alkanes. Okay? So si 2,2-dimethylpropane, the same with N-pentane at saka ni 2-methylbutane, naagyapon siya ay 5 ka carbon atoms. And naapod siya ay 12 ka hydrogen atoms. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, this is 12. Okay, so that is how isomers all about. Isomers again have the same constitutional or structural isomers. Isomers again have the same number of carbon atoms and hydrogen atoms, or the same yung molecular formula nila. In this case, the molecular formula is C5H12, pero iba yung spatial arrangement ng kanilang atoms. Here, si N-pentane, straight lang ang 5 ka carbon atoms. Okay? Si 2-methylbutane, 4 ka carbon atoms ang straight, na isa nga nag-branch o nagsanga. Okay? Si 2,2-dimethylpropane, 3 ka carbon atoms ang straight, and then at the center carbon here naapoy duha sa up o sa down. So iba yung spatial arrangement nila, pero parihas ra kadaghanon ang number of carbon atoms and number of hydrogen atoms. That is what a constitutional isomer is all about. The same molecular formula, different structure, different spatial arrangement of the atoms, different ang name. Pag lahi gani ang structure, lahi gid na automatic ang iyahang name sa compound. Okay? So that's it about structural and constitutional isomers. So this is structural isomer. As you can see here, iba yung special arrangement nila. Okay? All of these three structure, bisa patod o lahi-lahi na sila. Asa naman itong core na to? Ayan. Bisa patod o lahi-lahi sila o kani ang purma sa ilang arrangement silang carbon o silang hydrogen atoms. All of them are C4H10. Okay? And then sila po tulo, pangalan nila is N-butane tanan. Okay? So N-butane, walay lahi nga pangalan is because parehas na sila nag-straight. Walay ning sanga sa ilaha. Okay? So this one, straight lang gyapon na siya nga carbon chain. This one, straight lang gyapon nga carbon chain. Walay ni sanga, unlike atong kagaina. And this one, straight lang gyapon nga carbon chain. So they are isomers. Different yung structural arrangement nila or yung spatial arrangement silang carbon atoms of hydrogen, pero the same yung molecular formula nila. Okay? So that's the concept of structural and constitutional isomers. Okay. Now, if you can see here, um, naatay mga branching. For example, carbon 5 here sa 2-methyl butane na ay branching, no, from the carbon backbone here na ay nag-branch nga or yan isa nga kaysa carbon atom. Okay? So we call this carbon here nga ay tulok ka hydrogen, we call that one as the methyl. Okay? That is why it is called 2-methyl butane kay na ay methyl ana nga compound. So usa da ay ato ang basis kung saan nato pagtawag ana mga branch or mga kini ang mga sanga sa ato ang carbon chain or carbon backbone nato. We call those one as substituents. Okay? So substituents of hydrocarbon nga substituents are called alkyl groups. Okay? So an alkyl group is formed by removing one hydrogen from the alkane chain. For example here, si methane, okay, CH4, upat ka hydrogen sa methane. Pero kung kuhaan mo isa ka hydrogen, si CH4, CH3 na lang, it will be called methyl. Okay? So, ang pagpangalan is simply remove or replace the ane ending of the alkane with il or YL. Okay? So, imuhang ilisdan, no? Ang kini ang unsa na iya pangalan. Say for example, we have your C2 kini ang C2H6. Okay? Tawag ani niya is ethane. Okay? Mahimo siyang alkyl group pag kulangan siya isa ka hydrogen. So for example, C2H5. Okay? So yung A nga ending atong i-replace og YL. So it will be called as ethyl. Okay? Yung makita nato sa ethyl nga alcohol. Alright? Another example, let's say for example, we have our C3H8. Okay? This will be called propane. Ayan, propane. So, kung makuhaan ng isa ka hydrogen si propane, again, ilisdan na ito ng ane with YL. So, this will be C3, alright, C3H7, and it will be named as propyl. Okay, propyl. Ayan. Last example tayo. C4H10. Okay, ang pangalan na is yung butane. Kanang ginagamit nato sa stove, pangluto nato. Okay? So, kung si butane makuhaan og isa ka hydrogen, mahimo siyang C4H9, it will be called as butyl. Okay? So, replace ane with YL. Butyl. Okay? So, that's how you name alkyl groups. Alkyl groups are simply alkanes nga nagwalaan og isa ka hydrogen. Okay? Alkene to alkane, alkane to alkyl. Okay, so just replace the ending ANE with YL. Okay? Mahimo na dahil na siya og alkyl group. So makonsider lang nato siya na alkyl group if that hydrocarbon is not part of the backbone. Okay? Dili siya part sa backbone chain sa carbon atoms but it's a branch sa backbone chain ng carbon atoms. Okay? So that's how we use alkyl groups. Now let's proceed with nomenclature of alkanes or yung system in naming alkanes. So naay rules in naming alkanes. Okay? So these rules are given to us by the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Okay? So few rules lang ang ilang gihatag on how to name alkanes. First, una nato buhaton is to name an alkane. Let us first identify the longest chain of carbon atoms in its structure. Okay? Yung pinakataas ng carbon chain nga nagsumpay-sumpay ng mga carbon atom. Okay? Let's say for example, ang isa ka carbon chain is duha lang ka carbon atom. Okay? So we call that one as ethane. Kung tulo ka carbon atom ang nasa chain, propane. Kung upat ang nasa chain, butane. Kung lima, pentane. Kung unom, hexane. Kung pito, heptane. 8, octane. 9 nonane, 10 decane. Okay, so on and so forth. Sampay pa na, 11, and decane, 12, dodecane, 13, tridecane, so on and so forth. But at least, try to remember the first 10 na chains of carbon atoms. So we have here, ayan, pag isa lang ka carbon atom, we call that one as methane. Sa ato ang chain. Okay? Pag duha ka carbon atoms, we call that one as ethane. Eth. Okay? Eth means two. Okay? Propane, tulo ka carbon atoms. Butane, upat ka carbon atoms sa chain. Okay? Longest chain ha. Pentane, 5. Hexane, 6. Heptane, 7. Octane, 8. Nonane, siyam. And then decane, 10. Okay? So, pag mutaas na yung chain of kini ang carbon atoms, as you can see here in the last na column, okay, yung number of possible isomers, okay, if mag-increase ang number of carbon atoms here, as you can see, ga-increase po ang possible number of isomers niya. Okay? So, magkadaghan ang iyang isomers. Okay? Usang itong isomers, the same ang iyahang molecular formula, meaning the same makadaghan sa iyang carbon ug hydrogen nga atoms, but different yung spatial arrangement ng kaniyang atoms. Okay? So, as you can see here, pag mudaghan ang number of carbon atoms, magkataas ang number of possible isomer for that certain hydrocarbon or alkane. Okay? So, that is the first rule on how to name the alkanes or an alkane. No? First, ato asang i-identify pila ka buok carbon atoms ang naa sa longest chain of carbon atoms. Okay? So, the second rule is to add prefixes to the name of the longest chain to indicate the position and names of substituents. Substituents are branches or functional groups that replace hydrogen atoms on a chain. Okay? So, the position of substituent, yung substituent natin dito, it could be an alkyl group, yung alkane nga nawalaan og isa ka hydrogen. Okay? So, that is one possible substituent sa ato ang alkane. Again, substituents katuning ning sanga or ning attach sa ato ang longest chain of carbon atoms ng mga groups. Okay? So, the position of a substituent or branch is identified by the number of the carbon atom it is bonded to in the chain. Okay? We number the carbon atoms in the chain by counting from the end of the chain nearest the substituents. So, if naatay a chain of carbon atoms, ato na siyang numberan. Carbon number 1, carbon number 2, number 3, so on and so forth. Mag-start ta og butang sa tong carbon number 1 dito sa end sa chain asa ang pinakaduol nga sanga. Okay? And then, after that one, multiple substituents are named individually and placed in alphabetical order at the front of the name. So, we will add prefix. Okay? Let's say, for example, in this case, propane here, wala siya'y sanga. Right? So, walay sanga or walay branch niya. Okay? However, in this case, kini nga sa tunga, okay, propane, yan, this one. We have a pointer. Okay, this one. Si propane here, excuse me, is na ay substituent, okay, or branch na naka-attach or naka-bond sa ikaduha nga carbon or carbon number 2 here. Okay? So, this substituent here is an example of an alkyl, di ba? CH4 is methane. Kung mawad-an o isa ka hydrogen si methane, it will be called methyl. That is why ang iyahang pangalan is methyl here. Okay? So, si number 2 here, nga nung gitawag ba siya og 2-methylpropane. Kay si methyl here, naka-bond or naka-attach sa carbon number 2. Okay? So first again, itawag siya 2-methylpropane kay si methyl, this is methyl, naka-attach siya sa carbon number 2 sa propane. Ang propane nato kining tulo ka chain of carbon atoms. This is now our parent nga name. Okay? So mao na iyahang pangalan. Another example is this one. So instead of hydrogen ang naka-attach here, dapat CH2 na siya, CH lang. Kaya ang isa ka hydrogen is being replaced by a halogen, in this case, kini ang chlorine. Okay? So if ever, the substituent or yung branch nga naka-attach ato ang carbon chain is mga halogen, for example, fluorine, okay? Si fluorine, it will be called as fluoro. Okay? Kung chlorine, it will be called as chloro. Okay? Kung bromine naman, Br, it will be called as bromo. Okay? Kung iodine naman ang naka-attach, okay, it will be called as iodo. Iodo. So si fluorine, si chlorine, si bromine, si iodine, mga halogens na sila under sa group 7A sa atong periodic table. Okay? Fluorine, F na si fluorine, F, dili Fn. Okay? Okay? So, again, if ang ato ang substituents are halogens, we will call this one. Pag fluorine, we will call it fluoro. Pag chlorine, we will call it chloro. Pag bromine, we will call it bromo. Pag iodine, we will call it iodo. Okay? So, in this case, yung second na example here, this one, okay, natay chlorine nga atom nga naka-attach sa ato ang carbon number 2. So, again, itong chlorine, ang ato ang substituent, ang ato ang branch o atong sanga, we will call that one as chloro. That is why the name here is 2-chloropropane kay si chlorine naka-attach sa carbon number 2. So 2 here indicates kung asa naka-attach ang chlorine nga atom. Naka-attach si chlorine nga atom sa second carbon sa ato ang chain. And then ang iyahang parent name is propane kay ang longest chain of carbon atoms here consists only of 3 carbon atoms. Okay? Now, on the fourth example natin, naatay 6 ka carbon atoms in our longest na chain. Okay? So, kung 6 ang carbon atoms sa itong longest na chain, the parent name will be hexane. So, we have here hexane because 6 ka carbon atoms ang naasa ato ang longest chain of carbon atoms. Now, we have substituents nga naka-bond or naka-attach sa ato ang carbon number 2 and carbon number 4. Sir, nganong nagsugod dinhi sa right side ang carbon number 1? Nganong wala man diriya ang carbon number 1 sa left side? Nganong dili man ingani ang iyahang numbering, sir? Okay? Dapat kini unta na 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nganong dili man kana, sir, ang numbering? Okay? Now remember the rule here. Okay? Kini. We have the pointer. This one here. We number the carbon atoms in the chain by counting from the end of the chain nearest the substituents. Buot pasabot ana, ang ato ang carbon number 1 sa ato ang chain of carbon atoms, dapat dituan nato ibutang sa end sa chain kung asa ang pinakaduol nga sanga or pinakaduol nga branch or substituent. In this case, okay, ang pinakaduol nga branch or sanga or substituent is si fluorine nga naa sa second nga carbon atom. Kung diri ata magsugod og ihap. Okay? 1 and 2. Kaya og diri agud ta magsugod sa right, left to right ang atong pag-numbering, the nearest substituent will be in carbon number 3. So layo na siya. So piliu nato tong mas duol. Okay? So ang mas duol nasa carbon number 2, 1 and 2 ang atong first nga substituent or first nga branch or sa ato ang kini ang unsa na ato ang carbon chain of atoms. Okay? Ayan. So the name here is 2,4-difluoro. Okay? We will also use kini ang prefixes, Greek prefixes like di kung na ay duha ka parihas nga substituent. Okay? Pag parehas sa substituents, two or more, we will use prefixes like di if duha, tri if tulo, okay? And then tetra, okay? Tetra if upat, penta if lima, okay? Hexa unom, hepta pito, okta walo, nona siyam, deka tapulo. So on and so forth. Okay? So in this case, since naatay duha ka fluorine atoms, okay? In our chain of carbon atoms, okay, natay duha ka fluorine, we will use the prefix di. Okay, namatay duha ka fluorine. Okay? So again, if there is there is fluorine atom nga nakatouch atong alkane, we will call the fluorine as fluoro. That is why the name here, difluoro, kay duha ka fluorine atoms ang naa sa hexane nga atong makita. Okay? So difluoro siya kay again, duha ka fluorine atoms ang naka-attach sa ato ang chain, 6 carbon chain of atoms which is hexane. And ato asang i-indicate kung asa makabutang or asa malocate nato ang duha ka fluorine. Okay? Ang first nga fluorine atom is nasa carbon number 2. Okay? Erase this one para dito maglibog. Ayan. So, ang first nga fluorine atom is nasa carbon number 2. And then, ang second nga fluorine atom is nasa carbon number 4. This one here. Okay? So, that is why we have the name 2,4-difluorohexane. But pasabot ana, nga ang duha ka fluorine atom, ang difluoro, ang duha ka fluoro, is nasa carbon number 2 o carbon number 4 naka-attach. Okay? So, pag the same nga kini ang substituent, we will arrange the numbers here in kini ang increasing order. Okay? Dili pwede nga 4,2-difluorohexane. Okay? Una gyud ta with sa pinakagamay nga number. Okay? From smaller to kini ang higher nga number. Okay? So, but case-to-case basis na siya. Pag lahi na po nga kini ang duha ka different substituents, we will have another set of kini ang rule for that one. But in this case, since duha ka fluorine ang nasa ato ang hexane, okay, ang isa nasa carbon number 2, this one here, and then isa nasa carbon number 4 naka-bond, naka-attach, so we will give the name 2,4-difluorohexane. Okay? So in the last example here, naatay unom gyapon ka carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then naatay duha ka different substituent or branch. Okay? Naatay bromine o naapod tay chlorine. Okay? The same gihapon ang reason nganong naa sa nag-start ang ato ang numbering sir sa left side padulong sa right. Nganong wala man nagsugod sir sa unsa ni? Kini ang nganong wala man nagsugod sir sa right to left. Okay? Kay og right to left good ka, ang pinakaduol nga substituent will be in carbon number 4. Okay? So again, go back tayo with the rule nga ato ang carbon number 1 dapat, okay, nasa sa end sa chain pinakaduol sa substituent or pinakaduol sa branch. In this case, okay, yung end sa chain nato nga naay duol sa pinakaduol sa branch is this one here. Okay, nasa carbon number 1 ang branch, okay, or nasa end po sa chain ang branch. Okay? So dili pwede nga dito ta sa pikas mag-start sa ato ang carbon number 1 because ang pinakaduol nga branch is nasa end sa chain. Kaya ang dili ta magsugod, ang pinakaduol nga branch is nasa carbon number 4. Okay? So 1 is lower than 4, so mas duol si 1 kaysa kang 4. Okay? So, in the last part po, we have here, go back tayo, okay? Multiple, kining last nga sentence ato ang rule. Multiple substituents, meaning different nga substituents, are named individually, okay? Lahi-lahi atong pagpangalan, kay lahi man sila nga atoms nga naka-attach, and they are placed in alphabetical order at the front of the parent name or the name. Okay? So here, naatay bromine o chlorine. Alphabetically, si bromine nag-start with letter B, si chlorine nag-start with letter C. So B comes before C. That is why first nato i-mention si bromine kay una man siya sa alphabet. Okay? So that is why we have here the name 1-bromo 3-chlorohexane. Dili kay 3-chloro 1-bromohexane. Mali na siya. Okay? Kaya again, ang ato ang substituents should be arranged alphabetically based sa first niya nga letter. Okay? So bromo here is letter B. So una siya kaysa kang chloro which is nag-start sa letter C. So si bromo here, naka-attach sa atong carbon number 1, munang gitawag siya 1-bromo. Si chlorine here, or si chloro here, naka-attach siya sa carbon number 3, that is why it is called 3-chloro. And since our longest chain of carbon atoms contains 6 carbon atoms, it is called hexane. So that is now the parent name, and these are just the prefixes of the name. Okay? So that's how you name kini ang alkanes. Okay, so as I can see here, medyo ni daghan na no ang nag-attend sa ito ang um, invitation to join our online meeting. Um, do you have any questions regarding the naming of alkanes before we proceed with another examples? Naabay mga kalibog somewhere or pangutana regarding naming alkanes. Okay, this is just simple alkanes on how to name alkanes. Wala pangutana, Miss Ludin, Mr. Jason, Joshua, Gabriel, si Kent, Mary Joy, and si isa na isa, Mr. Gertrude, Miss Gertrude. Babae
Sir,
na.
naka-question, sir.
Yes, please ask a question.
Ano, last example, sir ba? Di ba, dapat based sa katong rule na dapat kung kinsa man ang pinakauna nga na-i-branch dito ka magsugod.
Mm-mm.
Pero what if ang siya, what if mabaliktad ang C ang nasa una sa branch tapos ang B na pod ang nasa next sa ano sa branch na pod. Wala lang
Okay.
akong question, sir.
Okay, thank you for that. That's a good question. Let's rewrite that one. So for example, we have here CH3, SH2, CH2, CH2, CH, CH2, CH3. Okay? So here, naka-attach si chlorine, and then here, naka-attach si bromine. Muna imong pangutana? Muna imong pangutana ni
Yes,
mong
sir.
kuan? Okay, kasi pangalan ana niya. Okay. The same lang gyapon, we will assign location number first atong longest chain. Okay? Ang ato ang longest chain is unom gihapon ka carbon atoms. So, our carbon number 1 should be at the end of nearest nga end sa chain. So, wala may pinaka nearest 3 ang sa carbon number 1 here. Kaya nag-start pa siya sa end. So, we have your carbon number 1, carbon number 2, number 3, number 4, kulang gani, number 5. Ito na ng dugangan. Number 5. Okay. Hexane man tayo. Erase. CH2 lang ni. Ayan, CH2, CH2, CH3 tayo. Alright. So, we have here CH2. And then we have Here's CH3. That will be our carbon number 3. Okay. 6. The same magyapon atong rule since we have two different substituents here, duha ka branch nga lahi. Okay? We will again arrange our substituents in alphabetical order. Okay? So the name for this one now, since ang ato ang bromo is nasa sa carbon number 3, okay? So siya atong first ka i-mention. Okay? Kay ato may arrange alphabetically based on the rules here. Ato i-arrange alphabetically ang mga substituents. Regardless kung asa sila nabutang ng carbon atoms or asa sila malocate ng carbon atoms. We need to arrange them alphabetically. So the name for that one will be 3 bromo. Kaya atong bromine na sa carbon number 3. Okay. And then we have 1 chloro. And then the parent name is hexane kay 6 ka carbon atoms. Okay? So that's the name for that structure. Did I answer your question, Mr. Joshua?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So lahi na siya na pangalan, kay lahi naman ang arrangement sa mga atoms. Okay? In carbon number 1, si chlorine na. And then in carbon, ayos sa palunga, sir! Palunga ng tagsuga. Okay, thank you. Ayan. So in carbon number 1, chlorine ang nagka-attach na to. And then in carbon number 2, nag-class. Yes. Bromine ang naka-attach sa. Ha? Kuan, pag Wednesday, Thursday, 7 p.m. makuha. Pero murag ma-change na siya kay nakuhaan ang pugog subject. Gikuha sa kuang review. Kay overload daw kayo ko. Apel ang ako ang administrative. 7 units. Ano kuan? Alumni Relations nga coordinator. Dito ko name sa itong Lunes. Ulan mo yun kaya, nagmotor ako, nagmahay lagi ko, nagmotor ko. Baas, masamay pag baas. Baas na lang ako sunod. Para relax. Ringkot ka. Ringkot gani, sudpod. Mo yung pagsugod atong sugay ulan itong Lunes ba? Pagkapot mo dito, basa ka out. Basta, nagdala akong ilisan po. Pagkapot dito, ringkot ka. Basa. Basa ang kining isdugan. Kaya sunod mo lang dito sa tubig. Uli na ka? Klase pa ko para yan. La City, happy naman. 6:32 na. 28 minutes na lang. Uli na. Ako na pinakaya ka ron. Sana oh. Kaya wala designation. Nabalakan kita si Jackie no kasi iya maghihatag ang review. Sa designation overload. Ambot. Urag tama naman iya guro. Ako ra po sa ko ang dili po kayo hugs. Di po ko ganahan. Kuan. Kuan na lang. 43 na tanan. Basta akong contact hours 43 na. Kaya kuan mo ko 4 units. Kanang sa name ni mo credit sa UST. At barato naman. Yeah. Kara isa semana online naman po. Online. Okay, bye-bye. Bye. Alright, go back tayo here. Asa na kita? Okay, yeah. That's the answer for the question of Mr. Joshua, no? So, if different na yung naka-attach atong carbon atoms yung mga substituents or branch, different na po itong pangalan niya. Okay? So, let's have an example. Okay? Another example. Ayan. Let's try to use the skeletal structure para mas maanad mo in using the skeletal structure. Kaya expanded always ang ato ang ginagamit. Okay? Madugay ta kay grabe ka hago kayo mag-drawing no. So let's try for example to name this one, this structure. We have here, okay? So again, in skeletal structure, every ends a line, and then every bend sa line is also kini ang representing a carbon atom. Okay, so we have that structure there. First nga atong buhaton, if we are going to name this one, is again, follow natin yung rules ng ayupak, identify nato kung asa ang pinakataas nga longest chain of carbon atoms. Okay? So, for example, okay, duha lang ka possible longest chain nato. Kini pa straight nga zigzag or kini pa ana dinhi paubos. Okay? So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So kining straight nga zigzag nato, 8 ka carbon atoms na siya, pero kining paubos ta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 only. Okay? Or kung diri bata magsugod, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lang siya. Kaya ito ang numberan. Okay? So kung dinhi ata kining pa straight nga zigzag ta, ato ang ihapon, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 ka carbon atoms ato ang longest chain. However, kung dinhi ata paubos ta, okay, the longest chain will have 6, 7 kabuok carbon atoms. Okay? So again, pilion nato ang kadtong naay pinakadaghan or pinakalong nga chain of carbon atoms. So we will use this numbering kining white nga numbering. Okay? So erase natin yung blue kay mas taas ang 8 kaysa 7. Okay? Again, first ninyo yun nga buhaton if you're going to name the structure of an alkane is to identify first ang pinakataas nga chain of carbon atoms. Okay? So, in this case, naatay substituents. Naatay branch, right? Nga naka-attach sa ato ang carbon number 3 here at saka sa ato ang carbon number 5. Okay? So, here, ayan, si carbon number 3 naatay isa ka carbon nga naka-attach sa iya. Okay? So, if there is one carbon here, supposedly, napunay tulo ka hydrogen dapat, right? Ayan. Okay? So, ingana dapat yung now if expanded formula yung atong pangalan. So, we call that one as methyl. Okay? So, tulo ka hydrogen, isa ka carbon atom, di ba? That will be called methyl. Okay? So, let's erase that one. Okay, again, skeletal structure lang atong gamiton. Okay, how about this one here? Okay, naay bend o naisa ka end. So, duha na siya ka carbon atom. Okay, so we have here isa ka carbon atom, ikaduha nga carbon atom. Okay, so supposedly, if we are going to write its expanded formula, okay, so kini nga carbon atom here na ay tulo ka hydrogen naka-attach sa iya. And then kini nga carbon atom here na apoy na duha ka hydrogen. Okay? So again, carbon can have 4 bonds with four different atoms. So duha sa hydrogen here ug duha pod sa carbon. Kini nga carbon ug kini nga carbon here. Okay? So C2 and then H nato is 5. Okay? We call this one as, okay, kini sila, we call this one as ethyl. Okay? So tawagon nato na siya og ethyl. So let's erase kining mga expanded na formula nato. Okay? So again, we will call this one as ethyl. Kay duha na siya ka carbon nga kulang og isa ka hydrogen. Now, we already identified the longest chain, and then the longest chain will determine the parent name of the structure. So, since here, we have 8 carbon atoms in our longest chain, ayan, so it will be called, unsa man, 8 carbon atoms. What will be the parent name? Okay, we have 1 methane, 2 ethane, 3 propane, 4 butane, 5 pentane, 6 hexane, 7 heptane, 8 octane. So, the parent name will be octane. Okay? So, yung parent name, ato ang kuhaon kung pila ka buok carbon atoms sa ato ang longest chain. Now, we will now add the substituents as our prefix. Okay? So, again, based on the rule, ato ang i-arrange ang substituents in alphabetical order. So, sa atong unahon, si methyl or si ethyl? Kinsa man? Again, we will arrange.
Ethyl, sir. Ethyl.
Okay. So, we will arrange our substituents alphabetically. Okay? So, E comes before M in the alphabet. So, unahon na to mention si ethyl. And then si ethyl, asa man nakatouch si ethyl? Asa nga location sa carbon? Chain na to. Carbon number? Aha, carbon. Carbon number? Aha, nakatouch siya. Here, kang carbon number 5. Okay? So, we will call this one as 5-ethyl. Okay? And then, ang next na itong substituent is si methyl. Aha, naka-attach or naka-bond si methyl kang carbon number 3 here. Okay? So, this will be called 3-methyl octane. So, that is the name for that structure. 5-ethyl, 3-methyl octane. 5-ethyl is because si ethyl here, this one, kini siya. Si ethyl here, naka-bond or naka-attach atong carbon number 5. And then, the second substituent natin is si methyl here, naka-attach sa ato ang carbon number 3. Okay? So, that is why the name here is 3-methyl octane. Okay? So, dili po siya pwede nga ato ang numbering, okay, let's say for example, ato ang numbering, mag-start din hiya. Carbon number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. Dili pwede nga mag-start sa right padulong sa left. Ngano man, kay ang pinakaduol nga substituent kung ato ang pilion ang left to right kining white nga numbering nasa carbon number 3 ang pinakaduol nga substituent. Okay? Pero kung pilion nato ang numbering red from left to right, right to left pala, okay? Nasa na-erase na. Nasa carbon number 5, pagkabastos. Okay. Ayan. Okay. Nasa carbon number 5 ang ato ang nearest carbon number 4 pala. Carbon number 4 ang ato ang nearest nga substituent. Kung right to left ang ato ang unsa na ato ang pagka-ihap. Okay? So naa sa carbon number 4 si ethyl. Okay? So again, ibutang nato ang ato ang carbon number 1 kung asa pinakaduol ang first nga substituent or ang first nga branch. Okay? So in this case, pag kining red nga numbering atong sundon, nasa carbon number 4 ang first nga substituent. Pero yung white nga numbering atong sundon, nasa carbon number 3 ato ang ato ang first nga substituent. So atong pilion tong naay mas pinakaduol. Okay? Pinakaduol sa duha. So we will use the white nga numbering. Okay? Question for this example. Before we proceed with another example. Pangutana. Question, walay pangutana. Okay, so nasabtan na, no? Kaya wala may pangutana. So let's have another example here. Okay. Here we are having the name. Okay. Wow. Ang nataning name. Let's have first kini ang structure to name sa ta. Dili sa ta mag name to structure. Okay. Okay. At least two ka-examples tayo. Okay. So let's have another example here. Um, okay. So we have here, okay. And then we have here, okay. Okay. For example, this one. Okay. So first again, we need to identify kung asa ang longest chain of carbon atoms, um, longest possible chain of carbon atoms. Let's add here. Okay. So it's very obvious in this case. The longest chain is this one, right? This one. Pointer. Okay, this one here. Kini. Okay? Okay, og kinita straight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8 ka carbon atoms. Pag 3 atang 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be 9 ka carbon atoms. Okay? So kini nga longest chain ang ato ang pilion. Now, where should we put our carbon number 1? Dinhi ba sa left side or diri sa um, sorry, diri sa ubos. Asa man dapat atong
Sa
carbon number
left
1?
side.
Sa left side or sa down nga side? Sa?
Left side.
Okay, sa left side. Ganun sa left side man.
Kay dool man po sa chain nga bromine.
Okay. Dool siya or uh, dool siya sa first nga substituent or sa branch nga si bromine. So we will have our carbon number 1 here. Okay? And then follow na rin nato, this will be carbon number 2, carbon number 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this will be carbon number 9. So since we have carbon number 9 sa ato ang longest chain of carbon atom, unsay pangalan sa ato ang parent name? Okay, what's the name for our parent name? 9 kabuok carbon atoms. Methane, ethane, um, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane, octane, nonane, decane. So it's 9. So the parent name will be nonane. Okay? So that's the parent name. Now, let's first identify our substituents. Okay? So natay pila ka buok substituents. Isa si bromine. Okay? Duha si methyl here. So this one is what we call methyl. All right? And this one also, 1, 2, 3. Okay? So, substituent man na siya. So, tulo ka carbon atoms. And then, kulang siyang isa ka hydrogen. So, tawag na to ani niya. Okay? So, tawag na to ani niya. We will call this one as unsa man. Okay? Propane kung C3 H8. Pero kung C3H7, this will be called propyl. Okay, so this will be called propyl. Alright. So we now have bromo, methyl, propyl, and chloro here as substituent. All we need to do is to arrange them alphabetically. So first, in our list of substituents is si bromo, followed by chlorine. So next kang chlorine, methyl or propyl? So una, M or P? Okay, of course, it's methyl. Okay, una si M. LMNOP sa atong alphabet. Okay? So the name for this kini ang structure here will be called, first si bromo atong i-mention, si bromo naka-bond or naka-attach ato ang carbon number 2 here. Okay? So this will be called 2-bromo. Okay? And the next nato na substituent is si chloro, which is attached in carbon number 7. So this will be named 7-chloro. Alright? Next nato is si methyl, nga naa sa carbon number 4, naka-attach. So this will be called 4-methyl. Okay? Oops. Methyl. Atas na to gamay ato ang nonane. Ayan. Kaya dili maigo. Okay. So next nato na substituent is si propyl nga naka-attach ato ang carbon number 5. So we will put here 5 propyl. Okay. And then add na nato ang ato ang parent name since our longest chain of carbon atoms consists of 9 carbon atoms. Our parent name will be no name. Okay? So the name for this structure now is 2-bromo, 7-chloro, 4-methyl, 5-propyl nonane. 2-bromo here because again, si bromine naka-attach sa carbon number 2. And then 7-chloro here, it's because si chlorine naka-attach kang carbon number 7. 4-methyl here, it's because si methyl, this one, naka-attach sa carbon number 4. And then 5-propyl, it's because the propyl is naka-attach sa carbon number 5 sa ato ang nonane or 9 carbon atom na chain. Okay? So that's how you name the compound. First, or the structure. First, identify the longest chain of carbon atoms, kung pila ka mo carbon atoms. Second, designate the location number of the carbon. The carbon number 1 should always be at the end nearest the first substituent. Okay? And then after that one, you arrange all the substituents alphabetically and then add it to the as a prefix to the parent name. Okay? Question for this example. Pangutana for this one? Okay, uli pangutana. Alright. Okay, last na example for naming. Okay. Let's have here, for example, alright, so we have let's start bromine here. Okay. Say for example, this structure here. Okay. So again, first na itong button is to identify first the longest chain of carbon atoms. It's very obvious, kining nag-straight na zigzag here. Muna itong longest chain of carbon atoms. Now, where should we put our carbon number 1? Sa left nga end or sa right nga end? Ana to ibutang atong carbon number 1 sa left nga end sa chain or sa right nga end sa chain. Hello. Aman.
Sa left, sir.
Okay, sa left, it's because the nearest substituent is at carbon number 2. Okay, og diri ka sa right magsugod, the nearest substituent will be at carbon number 3, which is mas layo siya kaysa kang carbon number 2. Okay? So our numbering will start from left end of the chain to the right end of the chain. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Still, the parent name is no name. Okay, kay 9 kabuok carbon atoms. So we have methyl here, methyl. Okay, another methyl here. Okay, so natay duha ka methyl o dapat tay duha ka bromine. Okay, so we will have dibromo na substituent. Naabot tay dimethyl nga substituent. Again, we will use the prefix di kung duha ka the same nga substituent. And then naabot tay substituent nga chloro. Okay. Kinsa ato ang unahon og mention. Okay, again, we will arrange our substituent alphabetically. Kinsa atong unang i-mention? Si dibromo, si dimethyl, or si chloro? Kinsa man? Just a guess. Kinsa dapat ang ato ang i-arrange or first i-mention sa ato ang substituent. Okay, again, we will arrange our substituents alphabetically. So dibromo, dimethyl, and then we have chloro. Asa man? Isa ito unahon.
Chloro, sir.
Si chloro. Okay. How about the others? Thank you for that. Kisa ba ito unahon? Okay, ingon si Ludin, si chloro daw. How about the others? Okay, any idea?
Dibromo po.
Okay, according to Miss Gertrude, si dibromo daw. Okay. Alright. So, kinsa man. Okay? It's either si dibromo or si chloro. Okay? Tara sa duha, right? Or si dimethyl baka. Okay? So, kinsa man gyud. Alright. Okay. So please mute muna, Miss Ludin. Alright. So, here, okay. Ang ato ang i-consider here in alphabetizing our substituents. We will not consider in alphabetizing our substituents. We will not consider the prefixes di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, so on and so forth. We will not consider them in alphabetizing. Okay? Ang ato lang i-alphabetize is the name of the substituent itself. Now, the name of the substituent for dibromo is si bromo. Okay? So, bromo starts with letter B. Okay? Si dimethyl, the name of the substituent here is methyl. Okay? Kaya ang di here only indicates kung pila ka buok methyl. The same with dibromo here. Okay? So, yung di here nga prefix is not part of the name nga the name of the substituent, but it only indicates how many bromine atoms are there in the chain. Okay? So, we will not again consider the prefix di, tri, tetra, etc. in alphabetizing the alphabetizing the substituents. Okay? So, here, we will first mention dibromo. Kaya again, the name of the substituent is bromo, dili dibromo. Okay? Again, si di here in dibromo only indicates pila ka buok bromine atoms ang nasa ato ang structure, which is 2. Okay? So, we will first mention si dibromo. Okay? Since B comes before C, si chlorine ang sunod or si chloro ang sunod, and then followed by dimethyl since C comes before M. Okay? So the name for this one, since ang ato ang duha ka bromo is nasa carbon number 5 or carbon number 6, we will put here 5, 6 dash dibromo. Okay? Okay, ato ang bromo, duha ka bromo nasa carbon number 5 here o carbon number 6 here. Okay? Next nato is si chloro. Naka-attach si chloro in carbon number 2. So we'll put here 2 chloro. Okay? 2 chloro. And then ang ato ang last ka substituents, ang duha ka methyl nato nga nasa carbon number 4 o carbon number 7. Okay, so we put here 4, 7 dimethyl. Okay? So again, in alphabetizing the substituents, we will not consider the prefixes di, tri, tetra, and etc. We will only consider alphabetizing on the first letter of this, the name of the substituent. Here, the name of the substituent is bromo, not dibromo. Okay, again, si di here only indicates pila ka buok bromine atoms ang nasa tuang kini ang sa tuang structure. Okay? So, another tuod nga rule in writing the name, okay, use comma if you want to separate, okay, between numbers. Okay. So, ayan. Use comma. Okay, comma. Double M ang comma. Erase. Okay, use comma, okay, to separate numbers. Okay, to separate numbers. Just like we have here, 5, 6. Kaya tuwa silang i-separate. Okay, kaya dili naman butang comma, mahimo siyang 56, right? Okay, and then use hyphen. Speaking of hyphen, ano ba? Okay, to separate. Okay, to separate numbers and letters. Okay, so in between numbers and letters, 5 hyphen or dash D. Okay, so 6 and letter, number and letter here, separated by a dash or sa tawag na hyphen ba. Pero kung duha ka numbers itong i-separate, we will use comma. Kuha? Hello, nakuha ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay, question for this one before we end. Okay, it's already 7 p.m. na. Question for this one, wala na ipangutana in how to name alkanes. Again, first nga yung buhaton, Jod, in naming alkanes is to first identify ang pinakataas nga chain of carbon atoms. Okay, mo na pinakauna gid ninyo nga i-identify. Kaya kung dili nyo na unahon, mamali gid mo. Okay? Second is to put location numbers sa imuhang carbon atoms. Again, imuhang carbon number 1 should be at the end nearest the first substituent. Kung asa itong pinakaduol nga sanga, dito ni mabutang ang imuhang carbon number 1. Okay? Then after that one, identify the substituents. Okay? Arrange them alphabetically, and then ibutang dayon nimo siya as a prefix after the parent name. Again, the parent name here is no name, Okay, ang longest chain of carbon atoms is 9 kabuk carbon atoms. So we have the prefix nga name 5,6-dibromo, 2-chloro, 4,7-dimethyl kay mga branch lang na sila. Okay, or mga substituents. So we have the parent name no name kaya again the longest chain of carbon atoms consists of 9 kabuo carbon atoms. Okay? So that's it for this session. Hopefully, balik na ta by next week baka with face-to-face magkaroon tayo ng mga exercises on how to name alkanes and also how to draw the structure of alkanes from the name. So here, for example, this one, na siya pangalan, all we need to do is to draw the structure of this alkane. Okay? So ang atong gibuhat karon is from structure to name. Okay? Next time, atong buhaton from name to structure. Okay? But we will not do that tonight because it's already late. Muli pa ko boarding house. So if there are no more questions, wala na ba'y pangutana? Okay, if wala na, we will now end our discussion. Wala na yung pangutana?
Wala na po.
Okay. So that's it for tonight. I really appreciate those who joined for kinihang katong nakaron in the online platform, Google Meet, who have kinihang given their time para maminaw sa ako. Okay? I understand for those students who wala ka-appel, siguro affected sila with the heavy rain, flooding baka, or naapektuhan nilang signals, or wala ba pang-load. I understand. But, however, I will post this one in your Google Classroom because this is a recorded discussion. Okay? So that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for your time and for your cooperation and attention in this discussion. Good night and please mag-ambing kanuna. You can now disconnect.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.